morning. It's Saturday. I'm makeup free right now because I just woke up. I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to actually show you guys my makeup collection and just kind of give you an updated tour of my vanity. I do have another video about my makeup collection up on my channel, but a lot has changed. 2017 was the year of purchasing many palettes. So I don't know. I have a lot of newness to share with you guys. I've gotten a lot of requests to do a makeup collection tour and a vanity tour, so I thought I would do an updated one for you guys today. Let's get into this little makeup collection tour. Okay, you guys, so you're getting a little bit of a behind the scenes here. This is where I do all of my filming. This is just like a little storage unit, but this vanity is from IKEA, and then these drawers are from Walmart. They were pretty cheap, like 50 bucks. And then that's my ring light. So I'm gonna start over here just to keep it kind of nice and easy. The majority of my makeup is actually stored in here. The only stuff that's in here are like mascaras, eyeliners, you know, kind of the leftover stuff. So just to start, this is kind of a mess right now, but I just keep my Fix Plus out because I use it all the time. I keep all of my brushes in here. This little container is actually by e.l.f. It was like maybe under 20 bucks, so I just keep all my brushes in there. I try and keep all my eye brushes over here. Clearly I'm breaking the rules. I try and keep all my eye brushes over here and then face in the back, that way it's organized. Over here I have my 2 Glossier serums and then my perfume options. I'm not really a big perfume person. And then I keep all of my MAC lipsticks up here so I can see them all of my lip glosses, my mini lip glosses basically, so like my Buxom and then my little Neutrogena ones. And then I try and keep all of my Buxom stuff back here. I have some full-size ones over here. Buxom is my favorite lip gloss brand, so I just keep everything where I can easily reach it. And then we'll dig into this little unit right now. So this top drawer is where I keep all of my primers and concealers. I have a lot of primers, not a lot of concealers. So as you can see here, I've got like my Glossier Priming Moisturizer. I have my Fab Coconut Smoothie Primer, my e.l.f. primer. This is a CoverGirl setting spray. So basically anything that's like setting, priming, all of that stuff is in here. These drawers go pretty deep, which I love. So you can even see back here, like I have a couple things floating around back here. The things I would highlight out of here as being the most used and most loved would have to be the Coconut Smoothie Primer, obviously the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. I have some good e.l.f. primers in here, like this one, which is the Poreless Face Primer, and then their hydrating one right here, so some good ones right there. I used to be in love with this Honest Beauty one. It's pretty empty, I should just get rid of it. And then concealer-wise, I don't really use a ton of concealers, so back here I have my Benefit Boing. Obviously my most loved is my Glossier Stretch Concealer. I do have a CoverGirl concealer. This is the YSL Touche Éclat. I don't know how you say that, but whatever. An e.l.f. concealer. So my concealer collection is pretty small. The drawer under that is where I keep all of my face products. So like face powder, foundation, that kind of stuff. I actually don't have a whole lot. I'm pretty consistent and pretty much just stick to tinted moisturizers for the most part. I just have all these Bare Essentials powders because I used to work there, so I'll just never get rid of them, I guess, even though they're probably really gross and expired. But anyway, what I have in here right now, so this Honest Beauty one used to be my Ride or Die tinted moisturizer. They discontinued it, so now I just hold on to it for nostalgia, but it's literally empty. I have this Neutrogena Healthy Skin tinted moisturizer. I don't really use that one too often. This is my only, well, I guess this and this. These are my only true foundations. Everything I have is a tinted moisturizer except for this e.l.f. one, which is like $6 and amazing. And then this MAC Mineralized Foundation, which I just really never reach for. And then I have my tinted moisturizers that I reach for all the time. So like my Physicians Formula BB cream, my Glossier skin tint, my It Cosmetics CC cream, and then my Chanel CC cream. And then this is the powder I really do use every day, and that's the Glossier Wowder. I don't even know what this is, some kind of sample. I do have a mini little Laura Mercier back here. I don't really use that. I like the Wowder. And then I have a MAC Mineralized powder, but I just don't really touch them. The drawer under that is where you'll find all my blushes. This one also goes back very deep. I don't have like a crazy amount of blushes, but I would say it's more than a normal human being. My favorites out of here would have to be the Glossier Cloud Paints, also the NARS Super Orgasm. There you go, the NARS Super Orgasm. I've hit pan on that, so you can tell I really love it. I've also been really loving this Tarte Party blush lately. It has like 3 A's. There you go, that's Tarte Party. It's just a good neutral blush. I have a Too Faced blush that I can't open, but whatever. These are some Honest Beauty Beauty blushes. They're cream blushes in here. Have a couple e.l.f. blushes. This cream blush from Illuminate Cosmetics. This is a really nice Bobbi Brown blush. And then I have some MAC ones floating around in here. So I don't know, I don't really have like a crazy amount. I feel like I have a good kind of selection. And then I actually just ordered a blush palette from Benefit, so that'll be the only face palette I have once I get that. Under that is one of my favorite drawers, and that would have to be my bronzers and highlighters. I'm definitely well equipped in this department. So I try and keep my bronzers here and highlighters here, but as you can see, things just kind of bleed all over. So in the corner, I have a Benefit, it's not Benefit, sorry, Bare Essentials bronzer palette that I never open anymore. I have a butter bronzer by Physicians Formula that I love. I have Hoola, obviously, because what is a bronzer collection without Hoola? And then I have these two bronzers that are like bronzer blushes from Too Faced, and they're by far my favorite bronzers. Okay, here they are for you guys. So this one, what is it called? Pink Leopard. So they're both bronzer blushes. You can see they have some blush tones in them. I like them because they add like a natural warmth to the skin. They just look more natural. And then this is my favorite bronzer of all time, the Sweetie Pie bronzer. And then most everything else in here is a highlighter. I do have like Bare Minerals Warmth, which is a classic. And then I have my Glossier highlighters, my Benefit Girl Meets Pearl, which is one of my faves, the Too Faced Candlelight Glow, which is a good fave, NARS. This is actually a Laguna and Albatross little duo compact, so you can see there. So if I need to take a bronzer and a highlighter on the go, this is a great option. Benefit High Beam, and then some Maybelline. And then this from Honest Beauty, I actually did love a lot once upon a time. It was sort of like a face illuminator. I don't know. I still really like it. It's really pretty. Okay, after that we start to get into my palettes. I don't have this whole thing filled up. I kind of just store like travel crap under here. So we're kind of getting through it pretty quick, but the top palette drawer are lesser used palettes. I probably should switch this with the other one. So the top drawer are lesser used palettes. These are the palettes that I just don't reach for as often. I don't really know why I keep them as a top drawer, but you know, it's what I've done. So that would have to be the Illuminate palette, which is definitely really nice. I like the quality of the shadows. I just don't find myself reaching for it a lot. In here I have a little Honest Beauty eyeshadow palette, great quality shadows, but again, I just don't find myself reaching for it a ton. This is a Too Faced Christmas palette from maybe like 2 years ago, definitely a couple years back. Great quality shadows, good colors, but again, I just have so many other palettes that I reach for. My little brother got me this for Christmas 2 years ago. It actually has really good quality shadows. I didn't know Sephora made such good shadows, but he did good. So I do grab this one occasionally. I have some palettes from Kostya's mom, so she's very fancy, so she gets me very fancy Christmas gifts. So this is a little YSL palette here, and then this is a Dior palette that is too complicated to open, but it's pretty old. And then these are all my MAC face palettes, or sorry, not face palettes, eyeshadow palettes here. So I have a bunch of them. I don't know. MAC used to be my ride or die. These are like the ones I never touched. Those were like stage makeup as a kid. My MAC palettes definitely used to be my ride or die, but to be honest, like I just have found formulas I like better now. I used to work for MAC, which is why I have so many of these, and I'll just, I don't know, I've considered getting rid of them, but then I realized that there are just so many memories attached to them that I struggle to get rid of them. Okay, my next palette. These are my most used, most loved eyeshadow palettes. I don't know, maybe this one is gonna have to move up because I actually don't use this very often, but this is the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, a very popular one. Obviously my Tartelette palettes, if you've watched me for even 2 seconds, you know I love these. So the Tartelette in Bloom is probably my favorite palette of all time. I'm obsessed with that palette. The Tartelette Toasted, just some warm shadows there. I've got my 2 peach palettes by Too Faced. So the Just Peachy one is a nice warm peachy palette, and it's all mattes. And then the white peach palette is pretty new. I think it came out in January maybe. You've got some shimmers and some mattes in there. I actually have a video about this palette, so I can leave a link to that here. And then we're getting into some oldies but some goodies. This is the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. My great aunt actually got this for me for Christmas. Don't reach into that one as much as I should, but I do like it. My 2 Holy Grail palettes that have forever been a fave. This is the original chocolate bar palette, just a great all-around neutral palette. And then the love of my life, the chocolate bonbons palette by Too Faced. It's just so cute and pinky and perfect. And then this is my Buxom White Russian, my little White Russian on the Rocks palette. Next is my lip drawer, which is horrifyingly filled, and I truly like never wear lip colors. So this has happened over time. Basically, I have an addiction to buying lipsticks I never wear. ever. I would say that if I had to pick out some of my favorites out of here, this is Melted Peony by Too Faced. This is a really, really amazing color. I really do love these Honest Beauty like lip crayons. They are so hydrating and just such pretty colors. I have a few of these. I did buy all of these myself. The Glossier Generation G lipsticks, I do think that they're a little fragile, but I like the colors. But yeah, I think Buxom are still my favorite lip products of all time, which is why I just keep them all up there. And then the rest of this is just kind of like empty or travel stuff. So when I open this, like this is where I keep all of my travel size of everything. Like this is the body wash and spray that I bring with me. I have a little mini of my Olay serum because I love using that. I have a mini charcoal mask in here. I have some little mini face peel pads to take with me. A little mini Mario Badescu spray. I just have like my peel pads hanging out down here. Nothing exciting. And then some like random masks and a makeup bag. Okay, we'll come up here and we will talk about what is inside of this. On top, I just have my morning coffee and then some products that I'm still testing out. In here is sort of my junk drawer. It's where I keep my little perfecting sponge in its little case here. I have a kabuki brush, some lip balm, a little roller ball. These are things just to keep my hair back, and then some makeup wipes. So not really anything exciting in there. This is more my like function drawer. Like when I'm filming, I like to have everything right here where I can reach it. And then in here, so this actually has a little mirror. This is how I can film because I'm able to see myself in all of this to kind of make sure I'm putting everything on right. In here, it's sort of a random assortment of crap, I guess, but I keep all my mascaras right here. I'm testing out a few at the moment. These are all paint pots or gel eyeliners, and then all my eyeliners are kept here. A lot of these were sent to me in PR and are not really ones that I touch on the reg. Pretty much the only ones I touch actually are this one by Too Faced. It's like a marker, and then Black Track Fluid Line by MAC. But otherwise, I don't really dig into this. I just have it so that I can create looks for you guys if I get a special request. Over here are all of my Bare Essentials eyeshadows. Before I worked at MAC, I also worked at Bare Essentials, so I collected these over time. Again, these are probably old and expired, and I'm not setting a good example for how to clear out your makeup and keep everything fresh, but it's nostalgia. They're all powders. They've held up pretty well. I don't reach for them very often, but I love them so much. And then they're in this little like clear case that keeps them all nice and organized. I have some random single eyeshadows back there and some pigments, all things I don't touch very often. Here is where I have my like my Smashbox primers. Like any eye primers other than the paint pots would go back here. I have my beauty blender that I like never touch because I love my Real Technique sponge. I have a little Benefit eyebrow, my boy brow, so like brow products are down here, like my Anastasia pencil. So I just keep brow stuff back there. That's pretty much it, guys. It's a lot. It's not as much as maybe some people here on YouTube, but I would say it's like more than the average human really needs. But I like to be able to kind of switch it up every day. And then on top of that, a lot of this was just collected over my time as a makeup artist, both freelance and working for companies like MAC and Bare Essentials. So it's been a labor of love to build up this collection, and I consider myself a makeup collector at this point. I buy a lot of new releases as they come out, simply because I want to try them for you guys, but also because I want to try them for myself. And I definitely frequently kind of purge and give away stuff as I realize I'm not using it. So I try not to keep too many things I don't reach for, but I'm a hoarder, what can I say? So anyway, I hope that you guys liked this video and liked getting to see a little bit of the behind the scenes and a little peek into my makeup collection. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up so I know to make more videos like this for you. And I really hope that you join the Bagel Babe family. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And I will catch you at the next one, and I'm gonna go take a nap. Bye, guys.